Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 140 in Candy Crush Friends Saga, where we have 40 moves to spread the jam from 8 slots to 77 slots. So this looks like it's a complete board. We're not going to shift downward. I don't see any trailing edges here. Certainly on a 9x9 grid, even with some cutouts, there's enough room for 77 squares. I've got my Nutcracker friend to help me. And if I collect 10 of the royal blue, then he will take out a layer or two of up to 5 in a row of these caramel cups. Okay, so I need to spread the jam that's already on the board and hopefully collect some blue while I'm doing it. Nice, we got some cascading. So that side opened up fairly well for me, but I can see that I got a bit lucky because this side doesn't look like it's going to do the same. And this side now is kind of stuck. What can I do? Well, I can try to take out some barriers, especially this isolated one at the top that the Nutcracker is not likely to get to. But now look at this. I can collect blue, spread jam, and hit that. That was a pretty good deal on that one. I don't see a way to get an orange through here. And I do like the Nutcracker with his little squirrel costume. Pretty cute. Sometimes the costumes upset me. This one does not. Oh, look at this. I could make a fish, but then I don't spread the jam. I'm going to do this, which gets through a barrier and spreads the jam. This doesn't spread the jam. I'm having a really hard time with that. But it gets through a barrier. It opens things up. Let's see what happens. Now I can spread. Now I can't. Yikes. Oh, no, I can just a bit. There we go. That looks a bit better. And look at that. So my job is to spread the jam, and his job is to take out the barriers. And we change when I can't spread the jam. But that's what I hope to have happen all the time. That this is my job here. Alright, this is good. That opens things up nicely. This is not in jam, so this would not spread any jam. I have to be very careful about all this. This is, so this would spread jam, and it'll go to a place where I need it, but not necessarily where I want it. I want it in one of these bottom 3 sections. Oh, it did. It was kind of perfect in the way it performed. And Nutcracker is doing well. And there's a lot going on here. So there are a lot of different choices I could make. This one spreads 2 jam. This one gets towards the edges. This is not good. Quit trying to tempt me. Alright, we're getting taking care of that one up here. I'd like to get down to the edges here, but I don't see a lot of opportunities low to the ground. I think what I'd like to do is see if I can make any fish somewhere. And my eye is not seeing it right away. So what I'm going to do is take a beat and look at the different colors to see if the colors will help. If I go to red, can I put the red into a cube fashion? Not that I can see. Oh, and look at this. I've got dispensers if I could get down here. What about green? Well, no, the green is all divided. Yellow? No, not quite. I can make some matches with yellow, but no fish. Cyan blue? Not that I can see. The deeper blue? Close over here, but not quite. I can make some matches. I think I've got all of them. Yellow. Sometimes I lose track of which ones I've already called out to investigate. Alright, so I don't see anything great. What I'm going to do is collect the blue and try to set up this red so the fish can do some work for me. The fish I already have. And here we go. I'll do this and send that fish out. And now I'm getting some of these specials into the jam to spread. Let's see. Still no good moves that I can see. Really frustrating. All right, I'm going to try to make a move in the center here to try to break things up and get things flowing. There we go, and it's going to set off a fish. There, now look at this. Oh, well, I was going to make a wrapped candy. Thank you, though, because you were helpful, Mr. Nutcracker. Even though it is tough when you've got those helper friends. It's like moving a heavy piece of furniture and you're not communicating well. Get your head out of the way. You're not communicating well, and you think one person's going to go one way and he goes the other way. And I mean, it's a help in some ways, and in some ways, could be dangerous. All right. Wrapped candy not well situated. Fish will transport into a still not well situated, but a little bit better spot, in my opinion. Here we go. If I clear these easier spots out, then the fish have a better chance of going where I need them to go. All right. So here we are, 2 moves left, 1 jam left to spread. It's right here, even where there is a special. I can't get to it from here. I could make a fish and try to transport it, but when I make this fish out of red, how in the world am I going to get another couple of red around here to put that together? The red are almost gone from here. So this is going to take some deep contemplation to figure out if I can change this at all in any way to be helpful. If I pull this over, this yellow drops here. And then if I match the yellow, the cyan blue on top would drop in. But I think it gets stuck here. This green is still present. And so that doesn't work to match up the cyan. If I think my best bet, since he's about to go, is to put this blue together and hope that he does something to clear out this portion here. That was sad and kind of ridiculous. Well, I don't understand. He only goes for barriers. He doesn't go for empty spots. All right, well, let's do this and hope we get a cascade. Nope. Let's go ahead and try again. And I'm wondering if the Nutcracker is the best friend for me to take in. He does clear that area out, but I think I'm going to go for Yeti, which also clears out areas with the wrapped candies. Now, a lot of it's going to be on whether or not I can start spreading the jam right away. And look at this. On this board, I cannot. So I'm going to take out barriers and look for opportunities then for the jam to open up. There we go. So I'll spread that. And now I'll make a stripe down here. And if Yeti goes, maybe he'll give me a wrapped candy right here. And that would be beautiful. And I would appreciate it. If I can hold on to this without using it beforehand, because it's really tempting me to use it. And I don't see any obvious other choices. So I can't put yellow together. I can't match green in any way. My red is all separated. My blue, the blue looks like the best. See, I think I'm getting confused between the cyan blue and the royal blue, because it feels like there's a lot of blue together, but there's not really where I need it. I've already done green, I've already done yellow, orange. Is there any other way I can move the orange? I don't see it. I think this is the move I have to make, which isn't a bad move on its own. I was just hopeful for something better. I'm going to go ahead and make this fish right away. Bring this through. Oh, here we go. I've got a wrapped candy. Maybe Yeti will give me a wrapped near the wrapped. That would be lovely. Let's get rid of that barrier. Send off the fish. Still haven't collected for Yeti. And I might have to use this. Oh no, here, I like this. And there, we spread that. We got Yeti. And he put something way over here. I don't prefer where this wrapped candy is, so I'm going to move it and hope it goes down to the bottom a bit more. And it did. I'll go ahead and do this. I don't see anything better than that. Let's break through. It is harder to break through. Maybe the Nutcracker is the best. Make a fish. There we go, striped wrapped. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Okay. I could make a fish here, or I could just hit this directly. I'm going to play over here for a bit. It looks like I have more progress toward the base here. Striped wrapped combo. I'm glad I went this way. Because look at this, it takes out a swath of 3 by 3, it activates these things here. Now I've got a wrapped right in here. This does not spread the jam. I'm going to make a wrapped over here and a fish over here. I do think the fish are helpful on this board. If I can put them in the right spot. And there's the wrapped down where I want it. All right. We'll open that up. That was good. So we have 4 more, and we've got these barriers still in some spots, especially that really thick barrier. That's where I need a wrapped candy. But I'm going to play around with these stripes and see if they create some cascading to help. Not much, not enough. Oh, I'm going to make a cascade, and that should hit this. Nutcracker, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. It's just these 2 guys here. Yeti, if you could put a wrapped right next to this, I would love you forever. Yeti, you're just messing with me now. That was just rude, and you're messing with me, and I don't understand how you could be so cruel and evil. You're supposed to be my friend. I don't know how to change that. I'm trying to get as close to this area as I can. All right, I'm bringing back in the Nutcracker. I don't even think this is listed as a hard level. And this one has me stumped now. It's my 3rd try. Returning to my initial strategy, I spread the jam, he takes care of the barriers. Make a few fish as I go, spread the jam. Get stuck. That doesn't spread the jam, but it does collect the blue. Oh, nope, spread the jam. There we go, we're making some inroads here. This doesn't spread the jam, but it does make a fish. I'm moving fast. I should slow down and make sure that I understand each move and its implications. I can put those blue together, but I'm not thrilled with it. I think I need to open things up a bit more so I can spread the jam better and then try to get the blue collected on the backswing while I'm making some other really fun things. Now I have an opportunity potentially to get a yellow, and if I could get it here, here, or here, I could make a color bomb fairly easily. So I did like that choice. Unfortunately here, neither of these is in jam, so I'm not going to make the mistake of spreading it, of using it, because it doesn't spread anything. It would take out barriers, and if it were the only move on the board, I would take it. But while I've got opportunities to spread the jam more and hope that this situation will change, that's what I'm going to do. Look at that. That's beautiful. And now this is in jam. If I could bring this down one more, that would be good. These are not in jam, so I don't want to use those. Here, we'll take out a barrier and spread more jam. There we go. Now I could just go ahead and use this right away, especially with like green, it would set these off. And that wouldn't be a bad choice, and it would concentrate the colors down. But I'm not convinced that I can't set this with a special that wouldn't be better. Like I could do green fish, but I don't have a lot of green on the board. That wouldn't really be helpful. I think I will take out all green, and that's going to open this up a bit. Clear things out. Wow, it doesn't feel like it went across. Maybe it did and I just missed it. Sometimes the way the graphics run on this game confound me. You don't actually get to see everything that's happening, I think. Alright, here we go. We're down here. I'm taking out barriers and spreading jam, and the taking out barriers is his job. So I'm going to go back to just the spreading of the jam if I can, so that he's got something to do when I activate him. Well, yeah, I will take that. And definitely I'll take this. That's the kind of fun thing I'm looking for. All right, 4 left, including barriers. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one caught way up there. This takes out a couple barriers. I've got 9 moves left. That's not bad. Fish would help, right? Let's do this and make a cascade. And then, yeah, I got it. This makes a fish. And if I needed it, then I had a few different fish on the board. So I think that I just had a bad setup in the beginning. And I do think Nutcracker of the first one. And I do think, or I probably played poorly. I will admit that I play poorly very often, especially on my first playthrough on a board. But I do think the Nutcracker is the best buddy for this board. He worked best for me anyway. If this was helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thanks for watching.